special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one. Down the hatch.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the Inti Solda. Anyway, what do you need?
Your turn. One down, my friend, one down. And another one for me.
What can I get you? Hungry,
And how
tired,
about
or
you?
Just plain thirsty?
So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. Of course. You don't... I'm guessing you also don't... Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Oh, I'd love to help you figure it out, but I'm so busy cleaning up the mess you made of our temple. Now, if you were to help tidy up and perhaps apologize afterwards, I might be able to help you. I suppose that'll do. Dibella teaches us forgiveness, after all. Even for a drunk like you. You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred. You did say something about Rorikstead. Maybe you should take a look there.
You! You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Is that... You better remember her right. You're damn... And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. Until next time.
We've stopped. What do you need to take? Let's go.
Name's Ennis. If you've got friends who do business in Whiterun, they might know me. You talked to Reldith yet? She's like a mother to me.
May the gods watch over. Let's not waste any time.
So nice to have pleasant company for a change.
Name's Ennis. If you've got friends who do business in Whiterun, they might know me. You talked to Gladder. I still can't. Only bit I could make out was repaying Isolde. Whiterun.
Oh, what happened?
Damn you! Come on, fight back! By order of the Jarl, stop right there. You're gonna... I should bash your face in after all you've done.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Everything all right?
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but it's not about the money. But if there isn't going to be a wedding, you went right... And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you. Farewell. It's a fine day with you around. Decided to go through with it then. I know you couldn't have forgotten about your fiancée. You spoke of her so glowingly. It's a fine day with you around. I'm sure your bride-to-be will tell you when and where the ceremony will be. If she still wants to marry you when you tell her you can't afford the ring. How could you forget? You met at the full moon, under the biggest tree in Witchmist Grove, surrounded by fireflies. It was straight out of a storybook. See you. Once I've made enough money, trade... All right, all right. You're mean when you're sober. You said the ceremony was going to be in Morvenskar. You said your I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday. They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it. We Nords are strong, and we're as tough as stone. But I'll bet you didn't know there's some of us with a good head for business, too. There's some company I certainly prefer over others. Have you met Mikhail? The most amazing bard I've ever heard. Farewell. What can I do for you? Oh, did you need something? What can I do for you? Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda. See you. I spend a lot of time at the market stall, so I learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
Got something to say?
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it. I'm sure your bride-to-be will tell you if she still wants to marry you when you tell her you can't afford the ring. How could you... You met at the full moon, under the biggest tree in Witchmist Grove, surrounded by fireflies. It was straight out of a storybook. I'd get going. We Nords are strong, and we're as tough as stone. But I'll bet you didn't know there's some of us with a good head for business, too. There's some company I certainly prefer over others. About the way I hear it... All right, you said the ceremony was going to be in Morvenskar. Yeah, it's got to be. Worst thing is, nobody wants them in this reputation. A few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is.
Suffer at my hand! Get of our guide. Did you hear something?
Did you hear something? Going to enjoy killing you.
Must be my imagination.
What was that?
You're here. I thought you might not remember your first trip. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. And you did just that. I haven't been so entertained in at least 100 years. Just a prank? Just a prank? The Daedric Lord of Debauchery does not deal in mere pranks. This may have begun as a minor amusement, but it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not-quite-holy staff. My pleasure, but I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.
A fine day. I enjoy this work well enough. I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Welcome to Mistvale Keep.
You're someone who can get things. With the storm between you and... If he were to be crowned High King, I'm not so certain it would be the golden age
As
his
Riften
followers
Steward,
expect.
I'm afraid I can provide
Good journey.
If you're here to report any instances of corruption, be confident that we're handling these rumors accordingly. Need something?
How may I help you, my son? Wonderful. Mara is... We also perform wedding ceremonies for... Yes, if you were ready, of course. Typically, a person who... When another person shows interest, and the two... Here you are. Good luck. Mara bless you. May you return to her benevolence and safety.
Got some good... Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need it.
What are you looking at?
Do you hunt? The plains outside Whiterun are right at the gate.
I hope the wilds claim you one of these days. Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you... your wife with the respect she deserves. Here you stand, talking to a still grieving widow. Why? Am I that interesting?
I
Or
should
perhaps
bash
there
your
are other
face
things
in
on your
after all
mind.
you've done.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Is that an amulet of Mara? I'm surprised someone like you is... Well, yes, why wouldn't I be? Are you interested in me? It's settled then. Brief as life can be in Skyrim, at least we'll have each other. You should arrange the ceremony at the Temple of Mara right away. I can't wait. Goodbye.
New around Riften? Of course. My niece Vana. Be careful.
Come see me in the market if you're looking for the finest custom jewelry in all of Skyrim.
Come to see Balaman perform miracles with steel, eh? Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. The Forge knows the difference.
The Imperialists think us all lawless beasts.